So some of y'all have been sending me some pretty crazy videos. Let's get started. Let's go through them and let's see if we can make you laugh as much as they make me laugh.
Did you know that your water heater has a rod that goes down the center of it called an anode rod? These are typically made of aluminum or magnesium or an aluminum zinc mixture. And what they do is they attract rust-causing minerals to it to help prevent those minerals from collecting on your water heater tank. They really help improve the lifespan of your water heater. They should be replaced about every 4 years or so, but nobody ever does it.
So here's what I'll tell you about this. And I've gone to Bradford White's iTech and gone through their water heater training. They recommend replacing your anode rod after the first year. An anode rod is actually predominantly magnesium and it's sacrificial, meaning if there starts to be a fissure, a crack, anything like that on the inside of your tank, the rod actually gives up itself and helps seal that off.
Hold the door!
Now, most of this occurs in your first year, so after that, you may not need to ever replace it again. You might check it after a few years, but this can actually lengthen the life of your water. Okay. It's actually a great thing to do and something, like he says, most people don't do. Tell me which one of these is your favorite. Maybe even put the timestamp in there where your favorite is. That way other people can get to it quicker. All right, let's jump back in here and see what we've got. This client says the faucet is low pressure and spraying everywhere.
If I go to this service call, they say the faucet's just spraying out the side. They said, hey Dave, is there any way you can fix this? I said, hell yeah, I can fix it. It's easy. All you gotta do is take a couple screwdrivers, unscrew this aerator, and then we have the option of either cleaning it or replacing it. This thing's full of debris. Look at all of that stuff that's restricting water flow and causing this thing to spray all over the place. So I'm gonna clean it up like usual with my thumb, and then I'm gonna drop it in a cup and use my old trusty CLR, which I love this stuff for everything. Diluted 50%.
CLR works great. Also vinegar.
Then after it's done, just rinse it off. And
breaks up the calcium and magnesium.
Replace this thing with the new one, but this is a low profile aerator. It's kind of fancy, so I went ahead and just reused it.
This is a great job. I love this. Not only showing you what's causing a problem, but how to fix it. Now he uses CLR. I soak them in a little cup of vinegar. It can do the same thing. That calcium and magnesium that builds up, it does it on your shower head. It does it on your aerators for your lavatory and your kitchen. But also, believe it or not, this is why you may want an anti-scale device of some sort. This is also forming and building up in your shower valves, your washing machine, your ice maker. Anywhere pressure can go from high pressure to low pressure, it can build up really easy. Okay guys, this one's from Nico's Property Show. Nico, thank you for putting this up in here. Let's jump in. It says most people don't know what plumbing rough-in is. Do you know this is what it looks like to get water inside of your house? Now it looks like he's working down in the basement. Here in Texas, a rough-in is really what we call the underground. Some plumbers call the top out a wall rough-in. I was taught that you had a rough-in underground, a top out in the walls, and then you came back and set fixtures. So let's go through and look at what he's doing for a rough-in. Like I said, looks like he's down in the basement or a crawl space that has a ton of room. So let's see what he's got here.
Did you know this is what it looks like to get water inside of your house? You get tons of PVC piping ran throughout your walls, and they pressure test everything to make sure it will flow correctly. It's really cool to see the process of how everything works because most people don't realize there's more to it than just flushing a toilet.
You know, I got to tell you, I like this video, and a lot of it is getting water in your house, but they also, where they show the PVC and all that, that is actually getting the dirty water out of your house. So once you have sewer water, it has to be removed away also. Part of the flexible pipe in the beginning where they're cutting it, that is bringing water into your house. But remember, the PVC is for carrying water away. So it's a little bit of both, but man, it's nice to see people get in there and do the rough-in, do the wall rough, do the top out, get things done to make sure homeowners have plumbing done the right way each and every time.
Okay, I don't like this room at all. Is that appropriate? What the f? I don't like that at all. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom now. I'm getting bad vibes from this room.
Next we've got, this one's from Ben Kingsley. Hope he's not a one-armed man people are looking for. It says, you want to know what life as a plumber is really like? Man, I'd want to know. Let's see. That's what rubber gloves are for, but yeah, sometimes, guys, it is that nasty, it is that bad. Well, it's a life we live. Better than that, it's a life we choose to live. Okay, this next one is Outro Show. Outro Show, let's see what you got here. Changing out a live valve. Okay. Guys, that's how it done. Guys, that is how it is done. What do y'all think about press fittings? Do you think that they're the future? Because I'm telling you, that is something you could not do with the solder joint. This is going to be funny because it starts off Apprentice Plumber versus 20-year veteran plumber. All right, Fried Dot Lumpia, let's see what you got.
Apprentice Plumber versus 20-year veteran plumber.
Oh, no, don't put it on the mark on the wall. Just pick a spot. Yes, put it on the mark on the wall, dude, seriously.
Okay.
Didn't mark it for my health.
A little Morgan Freeman.
I got
you
this.
gotta like that.
Nope, can't drill it at an angle. Can't drill it at an angle. You're killing me. It's not even on the mark.
You're getting close.
It's not on the mark.
This sucks.
Well, if it isn't on the mark, why did you let him start drilling? Just curious, just asking. Might have got him a new bit, too.
It's so hard.
It almost looks like he's drilling in reverse.
A minute to drill this hole. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of elbow grease. Wow.
Okay.
See what happens when you give a little effort there?
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Thanks for filling that one line with a bunch of sawdust. You remember how I said it wasn't on the mark? Like, that is the mark. That's not the mark. That's the mark.
He was definitely off.
Whoopsies.
You know, and look, you do have to let people make mistakes. They've got to make mistakes in order to learn. I definitely understand doing that sometimes, just not very often. I love the fact, look, PVC, ABS, it's flexible. You can move it out of the way. Guys, we've got to teach apprentices to be better. This guy's letting him learn by making mistakes. Nothing at all wrong with that. Having the right tool, doing the right thing, that's what it's all about. My favorite one was probably Outro Show, the one doing the live tie-in. Press fittings, push-to-connect fittings, those are going to be the way of the future. Don't get me wrong, you're still going to need to know how to solder, but I think being able to do live tie-ins on stuff like that changes the way we do it in the future. That's what it's all about. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.